Good morning. I'm Trooper Dark with the Department of Public Safety, Highway Patrol Public Information Officer for the East Texas area. This morning's press conference will bring you up to date on things that have gone on in the overnight hours, moving through this morning. We may have another press conference this afternoon at 3, weather permitting. There's supposed to be some bad weather that's moving into the area. If there is a change in location, we'll try to get that information out to you. Right now, I'd like to turn it over to Chuck Allen.
Good morning. Again, thank y'all for being here. As y'all are well aware, some of you, when you pulled up, you've seen some big changes that occurred since we last met at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We have now, with a traffic flow plan that was developed, we've now opened up the major arteries here in town to allow traffic and the citizens free roam up and down 110 and Highway 16. A rough estimate of damages, we're looking at over $40 million in damages that have been accrued throughout Van Zandt County and the city of Van. One of the things that was identified overnight or yesterday evening was the fact that we have a lot of pets that have been located without an owner. Any pets found will be transported to High Point Stables in Tyler, Texas. If you're missing a pet, you can contact Nicholas Pet Haven for information in reference to your animals. All animals are being cared for by trained professionals, and any injured pets will be treated by various veterinarians. You can find Nicholas Pet Havens on Facebook, or you can also contact the Van City Marshal's office at 903-963-1286. Or you can also identify your animal that have been located. They'll have pictures on the Van City Marshal's Facebook page of all animals that have been located in the rubble or in the debris area. At this time, their volunteers are being coordinated at the Methodist Church. If you're willing to volunteer, any contractors coming in, we insist that you report to the Methodist Church here to get checked in, to get an assignment, and you'll be sent out into the affected area. A lot of rumors going across the media and Facebook as to all these volunteers have to take an 8-hour training class. That is a rumor. All you have to do is show some identification. You'll be teamed up with a group of people and then sent out. There is no training that has to take place for you to get into the affected area. We just want that to be well known. We're working on the donation management plan at this time, and further information in reference to the donations will be transmitted later via Facebook, my Facebook page, and also the other organizations that are involved to get that out in the mass media on donation management. At this time, I'll turn it over to the Superintendent, Don Dunn.
Good morning. The only new information that I have to share with you this morning is the fact that we did, in fact, receive the waiver from the Texas Education Agency, which will allow us to dismiss our pre-K through 3rd grade students from attending school for the remainder of the year.
We'll go ahead and open it up to any questions that you have at this time.
Don?
Yes, sir.
This waiver that you just mentioned, how's that going to affect the plans for the other campuses starting Monday? Will it be business?
It'll be business as usual.
So what about your office, administration office? Where will you all be set up?
We will be set up. We have 2 portable buildings at the front entrance, and that will be our home until all the repairs can be made.
Do you have any suggestions or telling parents anything if they need to find daycare for their kids? Are there any local daycares with operating help or anything like that? Or you guys recommend something?
Well, that's why we announced that this was a possibility yesterday, so that our parents could go ahead and start looking. Bottom line is on Monday we'll have 2 weeks and 2 days, and then it's the summer vacation. So they're basically planning for that right now as it is.
Okay, but no specific daycares in the area or anything like that?
No, ma'am. And we have some great daycares in the area, and I'm sure that they will reach out through their Facebook pages and whatever it means they have.
Will there be any changes in the school year activities, such as graduation, everything will go on?
We are going to try to get back to normal as fast as possible. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, for our 5th and 8th grade reading, the retest. We're still working that out with TEA on exactly what that's going to be, but they have also given us a waiver for those as well.
On another several high school athletic events this week, are those still on?
Absolutely. The Vandals are still going to play.
Any idea of when the schools will be repaired or any timeline for that?
Ma'am, right now we're still in the recovery mode. We still have people coming in and assessing the damage. And so, it's just part of the process right now, and we're trying to get a feel for what we have in front of us before we can move forward.
Tom, what about your bus service starting Monday?
We have 18 buses that are ready to go right now. We need about anywhere from 28 to 29 on a normal day. We have had several local school districts offer their buses, and so come Monday morning we will be ready to pick up all of our kids, and there won't be any disruption in service at all.
And for the students that were going to school in those buildings, are those all pre-K through 3rd grade, so you do not have to go to other schools? for
No,
the
ma'am.
end of the year?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Away from the school district, Chuck, do you guys have any idea at all as far as monetary donations numbers already raised?
That has not been relayed to us as to what we were looking at on donation-wise.
Yesterday, you guys were talking about perhaps putting in place some sort of plan to allow volunteers, workers, family members into the damaged areas. What's the plan today? How are you sifting through the people coming through here?
The volunteer plan is check in at the Methodist Church if you're not from around here. My understanding is troopers and them are just keeping the flow. There's only one way in, and that's down Palm Street, and there's one way out. You can't turn around and come back out this way. There's troopers, there's law enforcement that are on mules and ATVs that's keeping that flow going one way. So
Any permits or anything?
no,
today?
there's no permits at all.
And then as for the dump, is that still open to everyone?
They are actually, it is still open, but they are reworking the debris management side to where Sanitation Solutions is bringing in some bigger roll-offs to us. Those roll-offs that have been placed down in the disaster area will be filled up, be brought out to the edge of Highway 110 across from New Way. They will be offloaded into bigger dumpsters. Those will be sent to Ennis to the landfill, which will allow those smaller roll-offs to be transmitted right back down into the affected area.
Okay, so nobody will be turned away from the dump then?
No.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Chuck, you mentioned the pets earlier. Do you have a number on the pets?
I just got handed this a while ago, and I believe there's about 15 pets have been located yesterday is what I was told this morning.
And as far as this church, we had heard potentially if they were trying to get people moving out of there as soon as possible. What's the situation with Red Cross here at this church?
My understanding is they're going to try to transition these people into temporary housing somewhere, whether it's a hotel, motel, and open this back up to them by the end of close Friday.
By Friday?
That's what I was last told yesterday evening. I've not had a chance to talk to the Red Cross today, but their intentions are to try to get them out of here before weekend.
Okay, and they'll be going to temporary housing?
Yes.